But talk to me, because of course there's a clip you posted on your Instagram yesterday, the day before, of a guy saying about how your crowd work is a lot like Andrew Dice Clay, and I've seen a lot of people mention similarities like that to you before. So, is Dice influence on you?
Sure. I mean, I grew up. I mean, not Dice now. He's a schlubby old Jewish man. But back then, growing up watching him like at the Garden and stuff, that was the type of comedy I used to laugh at. I mean, that's what formulated my style of comedy before I started doing it. That was the sense of humor that I had was like, it's dirty and shocking. And it's fun to be shocking because I've said this so many times, but it adds an extra oomph to it where it's like, okay, something can be funny, but when you're saying something that you really shouldn't be saying, it adds another layer to it, makes a live audience appreciate it that much more. It gives it that real speakeasy quality, and they feel like they're in on something that's happening that can't be recreated. It's a really fun thing. I mean, Dice was awesome back then. I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him. I haven't seen him on stage in a long time, and I keep trying to go because I know his opener, and I'm like, hey, next time he comes, I want to go. But I'm always, I work all the time, so I can't take a night off to go watch comedy when I could be doing comedy.
Do you think that he was able to turn off the character while they were doing A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a really good actor now. It makes you wonder what would have happened if he didn't lose that momentum that he had years ago. It also makes you wonder what would have happened if he didn't apologize, like have that breakdown. And that's one of the things that I have to hold steadfast to is like, I believe you don't apologize for comedy. And I believe that as much as people go towards this, whether you want to call it woke or whether you want to call it liberal or safe, as much as people move towards that, um, the stuff that I do and that other people like us do, compound media and stuff, more people are going to seek that type of thing out because it's becoming more limited. And I think the more apologetic we are about uncensored comedy, the better it is and the stronger it'll be. It's real. Like I'm in Chicago, people drove 4 or 5 hours to get here today, for this show. So it really shows that there is something happening. That there's like, I love that people that go against Trump are like, we're the resistance. And then you see the real resistance is people that are like fighting for freedom of speech and just trying to make comedy funny.